welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I am the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. This session is being recorded over Zoom. As our adventure begins, it is Stardate 0304.80. As the Star Runner was returning to the Rock of Brawl from Space Station Omega, they encountered a strange black void in space. The ship was engulfed and encountered a variety of strange phenomena in the void, only to find out that a powerful entity was gathering information about the races on the Star Runner. Ultimately, finding the crew of little significance, the entity returned the Star Runner to wild space, and the ship resumed its course to the rock. As the ship traveled, Arvine saw a vision from her goddess Mayaheen of an object encased in ice. She could see a piece of the object that looked like a large fin. She knew it was on a planet not far from the Star Runner. She shared the knowledge of her visions with Captain Braun, and he agreed to go to the planet. They arrived on an ice planet, and Mayaheen guided Arvine to an ice cave on the side of a mountain. When they entered, they quickly dispatched an ice troll before setting up a marching order to move further into the mountain. They are moving through a 10-foot wide passage carved through the ice. So what is the party's marching order?
Fighters in the front, squishies in the back.
Yeah,
So?
I think the same as we had done before. So it was like me and Matisse in the front.
Squishy.
Semi-squishy.
Me and Matisse in the front, and then I think it was you, Janie, and one of your probably GH88 in the middle, and then was it you and SD01 in the back, or what were we doing before?
Probably, yeah, since I'm kind of turning into mostly ranged anyway. So yeah, I'll end up staying in the back, and SD01 doesn't get surprised, so good person to have, good thing to have in the back.
Yeah.
Can we call him Dan, like Steely Dan?
Nice. I like it.
Okay, so we have Matisse and Arvine in the front, then Janie and GH88, and then Strax and SD01. Okay. All right. So adventurers, as you make your way further into the mountain, it is easy to see that the icy passage you are in was carved by the use of tools, although the walls are somewhat roughly cut. In a few places, the ice is thin enough that you can see some of the natural rock from the mountain. Arvine, you can feel Mayaheen's influence pulling you forward.
Okay.
As you make your way through the passage, you begin to find small pairs of lights placed on the ground at intervals of about 15 feet. They have wires running between them, and the lights are on and illuminating the passage. As you continue forward, you suddenly hear a strange noise from ahead of you, like rapidly shifting creatures moving in your direction. At a point where there is a slight bend in the passage, you see a shadow on the wall of what looks like a group of creatures. But as you watch it, some of the shadows look like limbs. Seem to almost look like long tubular objects. And as you ready yourselves, a strange creature comes around the slight bend in the passage. It is large and misshapen, with many tentacles and mouths all over its strange alien body.
Oh no.
Girls are in the front.
No.
Some parts of the creature strangely look like parts of dogs.
Oh, great.
This is another homage.
It makes an odd sound, like a combination of a hiss and a scream, and then attacks. So roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, that works.
Alright, so I gotta get this. Where am I here?
I have a cat stalking me.
So,
I had one before I closed my door.
so the tunnel we were walking through, it's more like a worked mine, more than actually like a worked tunnel that somebody would have lived in. And the mines are like kind of like there's mining lights that were illuminating it. Or is it rough worked stone, or is it just actually craft worked stone?
Well, what you're seeing is you're basically seeing the ice.
Okay.
At places where the ice is very thin, you can see the mountain because you're in a mountain.
Okay, so this is just a rough cut tunnel, ice
Correct.
tunnel.
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
In a cow, in a canyon.
All right, so why don't we go around the screen based on my zoom view, which would be John first, or Strat. 9. And then Janie.
14.
And then Arvine.
15.
And then Matisse.
18.
Nice job.
Okay.
Okay, what do I have ready here?
And I shall roll for whatever this thing is.
Ha. Ha. You guys all seen that movie? It's another classic.
It's
The
not
thing-
actually
the
ringing a bell
thing.
with me.
The Thing?
The thing?
It's,
No,
yeah,
never
it's,
saw
it's
it.
a John, I think it's a John Carpenter movie, right, Chris?
Yes, it's very disgusting.
There's a John Carpenter movie.
Yuck.
I've seen The Stuff. That was a classic.
No, the Thing is it's a great horror movie.
It's disgusting.
Okay, so
It's got some serious creep factor going on.
our initiative order is Matisse, Arvine, Janie, Strax and his 2 companions, and then this thing. So let me see if there's anything I'm forgetting before I let Matisse go.
And we haven't had a rest, so whatever we had is what we have. For
Correct.
Right, your
Okay.
resources are your resources. Which I think you were the only one who got hit really hard, but you've got a fair amount of hit points, so
Yes.
Okay,
you're
so
doing okay.
basically I've got to work with right now is I've got my black powder pistol in one hand
Yeah.
and like my smith's hammer or something in the other for my
Yeah.
spells.
Okay.
That's
Is
my-
the lay of the land such that we can surround this thing?
I believe it's a 10-foot wide.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Matisse, you are up in front with Arvine,
Okay.
and you are first in the initiative order.
Okay.
So you may go.
How far am I from the creature?
It runs right up on you. It's right up in front of you.
All right.
In your face.
So it gives me attack, and I attack it back. And rest regular attack. Laser sword. Okay.
Laser sword. Brown.
Laser. Wow, wow, wow.
Ugh,
Wow, 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 wow.
damn it. 5 to
Oh,
5
no.
to hit. You slip on the snowy, icy ground and hit the wall with your laser sword.
Greg,
the
you need to
tentacles have you
fire that
discombobulated.
dice.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I got like max
The
damage. too.
tentacles have her
Oh,
confused.
no.
And strangely
Wow.
erroneous. No.
Arvine.
Oh.
Arvine, you are next.
Okay, so let's see here.
Matisse, our Diva Paladin. Arvine, our SMR
Yeah.
fighter.
Has this thing totally bottled up the passageway, or could I attempt the bonus action challenge check to get around it to do flanking?
Challenge check? I don't know what
Like,
you're
like
referring to.
the contested dexterity check?
Well, tumble allows you to move through a creature's space, and right
Okay.
now, it is the creature is large enough that it's taking up a 10-foot by 10-foot square, and the passage is 10 feet.
Yep.
So if you want to try to tumble through it, you can try.
Yeah, sure. I'll risk giving up attack to do it. So yeah, so it is straight up acrobatics check, right?
It's it's acrobatics, so you can use either a bonus action or an action.
I'll use a bonus action. That is respectable. All right. I got a 20.
Okay, so it has this weird alien body, and it's kind of moving and shifting all over the place. And you see that along one side, as it sort of morphs and changes its shape, you manage to kind of dive through head first and roll and come up behind it.
Okay.
Okay,
Sweet.
All
right.
That'll save me a casting of fairy fire.
All right. So shift. Well, that fairy fire helps everybody though. So let's see here. Shifting into flanking. We'll for a swing with the Wakazashi. She had the one out, so she had the flourish to draw the other. All right. Oop. Oh no. Oh, that's a critical though on the one die, so that's good. Hang on, let me get the one I dropped. Before a cat eats it. No. The big die rolled a critical. Yay.
Hashtag social distancing problems.
First roll, first critical.
Yup.
Criticals.
All right.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh.
Shitty second damage die. Boo. All right. So 4
What do you want?
plus 4.
So greedy.
So it's gonna be 8 slashing.
Okay, you slash through like the side of a dog head.
Okay. All right. So then I will swing. Let's see here. The bonus action's gone, so I can't do offhand. Have I? Sorry, checking the resources. Let's see here. I think I will hold with just that for now. So that is my turn.
All right, Janie, our Kalashtar sorcerer.
Okie dokie. I am going to wiggle my fingers in a ray of frost.
Very fast. Okay.
Ray of frost. AC. Carry the 21.
You hit it on one of his tentacles.
Okay. And that's going to be for 5 damage. And he has reduced movement by 10 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
Just surge.
Did you wild surge?
Oh no.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Rolled a 20.
Wasted criticals.
The fiery dice is the wild surge dice.
It says no.
The chaos dice.
No, the chaos dice.
I need more
so,
dice.
Team Strax, our Hobgoblin Artificer, and
The one-man team. Okay.
Team stress.
So I will take my hammer and I will once again slam it down on the ground as sparks fly out and start a bonfire underneath him.
dexterity saving throw.
And just so you know, the
Since
hammer
he
is
can't move.
defeated.
He got a 6.
He got a 6. That would be a fail. So he takes... Where's my freaking D8? There we are.
It's the homage. Then
6 fire damage.
Nice. This guy won't like fire.
6, 5.
And for a bonus action, I will send SD01 up next to Matisse and let him go ahead and use his
His bite?
his force empowered red. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Okay.
Still defending.
He's
Who's up
using the
there?
force.
Hey,
Kind of, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a 3 or a 5.
Oh, no.
I doubt a 9 is going to do anything.
Nope.
It's shifting shape, moves around, and doesn't quite get the chance to rend it.
Damn
That's
shifting
okay.
shape.
I got something
thing.
done on this. Got something done this turn, so that's turn.
Okay. So let's see.
Doesn't it need to make another dex saving throw because it's starting its turn in the fire?
Is that how it works, John?
Let me double check. Let's see. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast this spell must succeed. The creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time or ends its turn there.
Or ends its turn?
Okay, so it's at the end.
Yep.
Okay.
But he is quite nicely boxed in by our 2 tanks, so he's not moving.
Okay. Kate,
Yep.
have Arvine make another acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
May the force be
Ruh-roh.
with you.
Don't want to get grappled by the tentacles.
That'll be 25.
Or does she?
25. Okay.
The Schwartz was with her.
So it seems to try to sort of morph and change and move away from the fire sort of around you, but it can't quite. It kind of sort of runs into you and can't quite get around you. So
Nice.
it's going to attack you with some tentacles.
Oh boy.
Oh. Is
With
SD doing it?
disadvantage?
Yay! Thanks, SD.
Okay, disadvantage from the Steel Defender on the first attack.
Uh,
Here we go. Disadvantage attack. It's going to be AC 20.
Whoa, with disadvantage? Ouch, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take
oh boy.
It's okay, I had...
10 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
Oof.
and you are grappled.
Okay.
And until the grapple ends, you are restrained.
Uh-oh.
Don't let the tentacle get under your armor.
So what does that do again, and how can I... Let me
You guys
add
can apply
active
that condition in
conditions.
D&D Beyond, correct?
Grappled
Yes.
and restrained? Yeah. Restrained and grappled are both there.
So is there like a strength check or something that I can do to try to break that, or is it...
That you can try to use your action
Yeah.
to escape, which
Okay, if he's-
I believe is either athletics or acrobatics, but I can double check that for you if you want me to.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's going to use its other tentacle attack on the Steel Defender on
Okay.
SD01. And
Poor Dan.
is regular attack. So here we go. AC 17.
That will hit.
Okay, so that is for 9 bludgeoning. Tentacle comes down and wraps around it, and it is restrained and grappled.
Okay. Well, it's not bloody, and that hurt.
Okay. So that is the end of round 1.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw because it is still in the fire. Gets a 3.
Okay. He takes 5.
Gets a little burned up on him. Its dog faces. And then we're
Wow.
at the top of round 2. And we're back to Matisse, our Diva Paladin,
All right, I'm gonna try to attack again
with the laser sword.
All right. Oh. Before I can do that as a bonus action, I wonder.
What's that?
My divine thingamajig.
The extra damage from Divine Smite?
No, the one where I do my holy symbol and
You're a channel divinity,
yeah.
but would you want to try to figure out if it's like a fiend or something in order to see if it would have a chance of working?
Well, it depends
Like
on
that?
if he has multiple options for that, or I'm not sure what his options are.
I only get one option. I can do turn the faithless, which is what that would be.
Yeah, what does it turn? What creature types?
Fiend or a fey. Fey or fiend are the two.
So the question is that thing a fiend? Because it doesn't look like demonic, so to speak.
You have no idea what it is. It is such a
Yeah.
weird thing. You have no clue.
Okay.
So that's something where you'd have to do like the freebie, like a religion check, or I don't know, Chris, whatever you would have her do to.
She has no idea
Okay.
what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just continue my turn as normal then. Alright, so let's roll. 7.
7.
7.
Oh, wait, were you rolling that with the advantage, Greg?
Yes.
Oh, boo.
It shifts
Dice
out of the
are
way
not
of the
nice.
laser sword.
Dice are not friendly to you.
And then we are
No.
back to Arvine, our SMR fighter.
Okay. So let's see here. So what is it to break the grapple and the restrain? It's use an action to make a contested strength check. Is that, or it can be acrobatics, right? It can be both.
I believe so. I'm going to check it real quick.
Yeah.
Yes, you get to choose athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I will use my action to make the contested check right off the bat.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
Oh yes, yeah. It's the creature. The creature has to use its athletics, but you can choose athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do the acrobatics then. Seems like the obvious choice. Yeah. All right. Okay. That'll be a 24.
Okay, so you use your action and you manage to wriggle yourself free as you feel it kind of loosen its grip, and then you slip out of it really quickly.
Okay. All right. So then let's see here. I'm assuming, let's see, the offhand attack thing, can you still do that with a bonus action, or do you have to have made the primary attack first in order for that to work? Let me double check.
I believe you have to
Mhm.
attack.
Oh, to do an offhand attack, you have to have taken
Yeah.
the attack action.
Okay, well then I am going to action surge so that I get my full subsequent action, and then I will have not used my bonus action. So I can do the 2 attacks. So, with advantage.
Okay, advantage.
Alright, primary hand attack. Oh, that's not spectacular. Rolling a 4 and a 6. AC 12?
AC 12. It shifts out of the way of your
Well,
Wakazashi.
let's try the
It's a
offhand
slippery
attack.
tentacle monster, isn't
It
it?
is a
is.
slippery tentacle monster.
Don't shake your head like that, Greg.
Greg has no
Okay, that is better. So that's going to be AC 22 to hit.
That does connect, yep.
So that will be for 6 slashing.
Okay, you hit one of its tentacles and some ichor comes out of there.
Okay, and then she's gonna just Nova this one. Did I use that? I guess I did. I used my action point in the last fight. So, yeah, that's me.
Then it is Janie, Clash Star Sorcerer.
I am going to Ray of Frost again, I believe.
Okie doke.
So, fire and ice.
Okay. AC 21.
Nice.
That will hit.
No, AC 19. Sorry. I
That
can't
will
math.
also hit.
For 5 cold damage. And I rolled a 5.
Okay, so no wild surge.
So, no surge. Okay.
Blast it with some cold, no wild surge. Are you good, Janie?
I believe that's all I can do.
Alright, Strax, Hobgoblin Artificer, and team.
Okay. Let's see. If I remember right, with my Steel Defender, there's actually only limited number of actions I can instruct it to do.
I believe so, yeah.
So, yeah, I can only tell it to dash, disengage, help, hide, or search. So,
Or bite, right?
yeah, or attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's got the flanking, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
how hurt is it from that attack?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I can tell him to repair. Good call. That will be my bonus action. So for my action, I will shoot.
Black powder pistol.
Black powder pistol.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew.
My one shot with my black powder pistol.
Don't throw it away.
Oh, I threw it away. The 2.
Oh, Sarah! Oh.
Shoot the ceiling above my head. What
yes,
a-
Man,
Sarah-
Drax, we really need to go to the firing range.
Yeah,
Sarah-
I know. This thing sucks. I gotta put my improvements back on it. I hate it without it. This thing.
Okay. And so your Steel Defender SD01 repairs itself
I will instruct it to mend,
to mend. Okay. Yeah.
or to repair, which gives it 2. So you can go. So you can go ahead, and I'll just roll these hit points.
Okay.
Saraha, did you surge, or I'm probably
I did
zoned
not.
out.
I rolled a
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So
Ooh, he gets 11 hit points back, so he's back to full.
I like how all of a sudden y'all are like, don't surge, don't surge, don't surge, don't surge.
Eh, I've been wary from the beginning, but yeah, it's
It might be
another
actually
acrobatics,
good in
Kate?
this situation because
another acrobatics.
Yep.
Oh,
the unintended effects might
Oh,
help
boy.
us, per se.
Oh, boobies! Boobies!
That's,
Hey, boobs.
Hey, boobies!
so that
They're too
is
covered,
a 14.
14. Okay. It tries to move by you again, but it doesn't seem to be able to, so it's going to attack you.
Great. Is it, John, is it imposing disadvantage this time?
Yes, it is.
Thanks,
So
John.
defender can still do that.
Okay. So Defender does that. So AC 10.
Miss.
Oh.
Thanks, Steel Defender.
It's
Dan.
Thanks, Steely Dan. It's gonna stick. It's done.
it's going to attack the Steel Defender.
You love me.
I do. Sarah and I standing 3 feet apart with masks on the other day, being like, "I want to hug you."
AC 22 on SD01.
Oh no!
Yeah, we'll hit him.
Okay.
Oh,
So that is 13 bludgeoning.
Oh.
Ouch! Though.
Jeez.
He is bloody.
Oh, no.
All right, he's at less than
Shocking.
half of his maximum hit points. Okay. And
Is
then
he-
it is back up to Matisse, our diva.
Did your
paladin.
monster catch fire?
Yes.
Let me see. Yes, he does.
Okay.
So, do I have
he
advantage
burns for 2 more.
from the Steel Defender?
From
You,
Arvine.
you have advantage from me. I'm in flanking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
last time I did not roll with advantage because I was a goof.
oops.
Oh,
Now there's
Now,
ogres.
You said that you had. Kate asked you if you did, and you said yes.
No, I didn't. I rolled the small dice, so I misunderstood what you said there.
Gotcha.
It's okay. Try it. See what happened on the last time.
Oh, that's much better. So 19 to hit.
Is what it would have been. Okay.
19 will hit. Yes, definitely.
And that is going to be for 8.
For 8.
So that was from your last attack.
No,
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 we're not
it's this
retconning.
one.
Okay, because you just oops. It's okay. Yep. Cool.
there's ogres.
It's all right. It happens. I miss shit
Okay,
all
you
the
bash
time.
it with the laser sword. Okay.
Nice job.
All set?
Do I
Do
have
you wanna dump some smite in there, or do you wanna just?
I'm trying to
leave it
see
with-
if I still have my action point. I think I might have used it, actually.
Yeah. Well, the smite is just you burn a spell slot and add damage to what you already did.
Okay, so
There's
why
no. Yeah.
don't I do that? I'll do another one. Another smite, so that's 2d8 damage.
Although
it's first level,
read the smite rules, because if it's not a class at all, then it probably won't take the extra damage.
Okay, let's see.
Smites
Hold on.
do more against like aberrations, fiends, and undead or something.
Smite. Where's the smite? Smite. All right, smite. Smites. Feats. Racial traits. No. Class features. Divine smite. No action. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can extend one spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first. Max 5d8, and plus 1d8 against undead or fiends, for a total of 6. So we don't know what that is. So it would just
Right, it's
be
not a. It would just be the 2.
So just if you're just going to do a first level, it'll be 2d8.
2d8. So that's my second spell slot.
Okay.
That has been spent. All right, so that adds an additional. Adds an additional 5.
Additional
Nice.
5.
Good job.
Okay. Arvine.
Spoiled with our last 20th level characters when we were hitting for 40,
Okay.
50 and a
Yeah.
thing around.
Now it's just 5.
Yeah, our level 8 like battle royal characters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a
I
difference.
have no idea what you're talking about. Getting 4 points
What?
of damage with a sun sword.
Right. Oh, that was so awesome.
Here comes
So
the sun.
busted for a rogue.
You should have
Alright,
never
so-
given me that sword, John.
All right, so with advantage, she's gonna swing with the first Wakazashi.
Wakazashi.
She is gonna hit AC 21,
That will connect.
but minimum damage, so 5 slashing. She's gonna whirl around with the second Wakazashi.
Okay, it is now at less than half its hit points, so it's bloody.
Oh, it's looking
Yay.
extra
It's kind of hard to
gibbly,
tell, but
more oozy and weird than it already was.
it's oozing a lot.
All right, so second attack with advantage.
Advantage.
That is also going to hit for AC 24.
Okay.
And that is going to hit for much better damage, 8 slashing damage.
Wow. Smashy, smashy. Ouch, ouch.
Okay, Wakazashi. You cut through and some ichor goes flying. And
Excuse you.
is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. Then it is Janie, Clash Star Sorcerer.
Janie got a gun.
Janie doesn't have a gun.
She has a sorcery gun. Ray of Frost.
She has an
Pew,
ice
pew.
Pew pew.
Magic missiles. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew.
Maybe I should do that.
Yes, magic missile.
Magic
missile.
missile.
We're in the darkness.
So
Actually, no, there's
glowing
lights.
darts come flying out of my fingers. Pew pew pew.
We're in the tundra fighting the thing.
Wild Surge Fireball in the tunnel.
The whole mountain melts and we're all underwater.
I can swim,
Oh
so
my god! I just rolled max damage.
Yeah.
So 12 plus 3 is 15.
15.
Yeah.
Nice.
if y'all
can hold
die,
them
I'll
back.
just come back again. So
And I do not wild surge.
All right.
Yay.
We're on to Strax and
16.
team.
All right, Strax. Team Strax.
Jackson team. Okay, Through this damn gun. I drop the gun and the hammer and
drop the gun, drop the gun.
and
Are you
pull
gonna
out my halberd.
You're gonna ask him a
Reach for the
question.
gun, reach for
And
the
I
gun,
will-
for the gun, for the gun.
I will cast halberd. I do.
You're
I
gonna
get-
ask a question?
I can never
Axe.
remember if with reach do I get flanking. I can never remember.
No, you don't.
No,
you have
do
you
not
have to
get
be
flanking with
adjacent.
reach.
Yeah.
So in
That's okay.
in the front line, it's the Steel Defender and Matisse,
Yep.
and then
Downtown adjacent.
Janie,
Yep.
and then GH88. So
Yeah,
it's
but I can get right in behind my steel defender and swing over him.
Steely Dan.
even though there are people in that space, though.
Yeah,
Halberd has
you
10-foot reach.
Halberd can swing over shoulders.
Oh,
and
so
stuff.
you're
We've
moving
done
into
that.
somebody's space to take the attack and then moving out?
No, he's 10 feet away.
There's no one sitting.
Oh, I never moved GH88 out of the way.
Correct.
Oh.
You are 15 feet away.
Oh. Can he move into somebody's space and swing and move out if it's his allies?
We
I
haven't
believe he can.
really been
doing that.
countered that situation before?
I thought that we ruled that you could, but you had to have the movement to be able to move back out again. But I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
according to the rules, you
That's
just can't
perfectly fine.
end your turn in somebody else's
In a
space.
shared space. Okay.
Sure, just counted as difficult terrain, and that's fine.
Okay, which I can move in. It's okay. Doesn't matter anyway because I still hit the wall.
Nothing really
Well,
matters.
actually, maybe not. See.
Nothing else at
Yeah.
all.
AC 11.
AC 11, you take a chunk of ice out of the wall.
Take a chunk of-
Oh,
okay. This
Greg's
time I
using
do
his little
move
glasses cleaner
GH88
thing
out of the
I gave
way
him.
You move GH88 out of the way. Got it.
so I can get in there later. And
That is what he said.
I still, yeah. And SDO1 will use his second repair.
Okay.
So,
Seems pretty clutch. Yeah.
yeah.
So
He
Team
only
Strax-
gets 3 a day. So,
Team Strax is done.
Team Strax is done.
Okay.
Well, 13 will help.
Nice.
So there is
job.
this there is this strange high pitched wailing sound that comes from it, and I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh no. That's not good.
I'm using you tonight. You're doing better. I switched dice.
I did not make it.
What'd you get, Greg?
Not good.
Charisma. So.
Oh wait,
9.
wait. We all have inspiration. We have inspiration. So if you rolled shit and you want to redo it, you can roll a second roll.
Yep. You can burn your inspiration
So-
point. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I
And
think I am gonna do that.
Yeah.
'cause
I have
don't
to roll
think
for
an
Steel
11
Defender.
cuts it.
Okay.
Do
let's
I
try
have to
this
roll
again.
for the constructs?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's better.
Yeah, that's better for sure. Okay.
13.
I will not be burning my inspiration.
You're a charismatic gal in the first place.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so I got a 17, thankfully, because of inspiration.
13 on Matisse and Strax.
Strax also got a 17.
Nice job,
Okay.
Strax.
Janie?
SDO1 got a 7.
Ooh.
And GH88 got 6.
6, okay. So,
Jeannie
You-
got a 24.
Yeah, Janie.
Yeah.
so Janie, Arvine, and Strax. Let me see if there's anything on a...
Plus 5. My charisma saving.
Right?
I
Do we
got
still
minus
take
1. But I just rolled an
damage?
18.
Do we still take psychic damage? There's the question.
So Greg and the constructs are stunned
Stunned. Okay, so no action for how long?
until the end of the thing's next turn.
Stunned for 1 round. Okay.
Which is not good because it gets advantage on attacks against the stun things.
But it also means that it can't. Steel Defender can't oppose disadvantage. So
It
True
means
that.
we gotta kill this thing quick.
So let's see. So it's going to take 1 tentacle attack on Arvine.
Just really likes going for the girls, huh?
It does, even though I'm not stunned, it still wants to.
well, the poor Steel Defender is still grappled.
Well, actually, let's start with the dex check.
Barf. Let's see here.
Barf.
Oh, barf.
Barf.
Boobies! I see boobies again. There's
So
boobies.
that'll be because you don't want to. That'll be a 16.
16.
Barf.
Okay. So it does manage to slither around you this time.
Okay.
So it gets to the back of you.
Okay.
Okay, so it gets out of the
Around
fire.
back.
It's trying to run away. Kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of.
You shall not pass.
Now, what happens to the
Oh,
thing?
it's trying to get out of the
Steel
fire.
Defender? Does it drag
It's
the Steel
stunned.
Defender
Steel
with
Defend- No,
No.
let's go.
it? Like
Okay.
go. Okay, so let's go with the Steel.
Let's go to the Defender, yeah. And it actually it slithers around you, and then it basically starts to sort of morph itself, and it moves down the corridor
Okay.
and around the bend, so you get to take an attack on it.
Okay. All right. Oh, man. AC 15.
Okay, you hit.
All right, that hits for 7 slashing.
7 slashing. Okay.
Didn't it also move out of Matisse's range as well? So
He's stunned.
Matisse would get. Oh, great. Right.
Yeah.
I'm stunned.
Sorry, honey, what was it?
You are stunning, darling.
Oh, 7 slashing.
Okay, so it moves down around the corner, and you hear like this like smashing sound.
Oh boy.
And then where is it? It was the thing's turn. Then it's up to Matisse, who is stunned. Then it is Arvine is next.
Okay.
Now, do I get a chance to do any kind of saving throw or anything, or no?
No,
Okay.
it's until the end of its next turn.
So
You just
Alright.
get to stand there and be stunning.
Although I think somebody could cast Greater Restoration on you or something like that. That could actually get rid of it.
but for a 1 round stun, it's not really worth it.
Right. For my context, how far away is this corner that it ran around?
It's pretty close to you, but it's just like as soon as it goes on the corner, you lost sight of it. It was moving very fast, and you heard this sound come from surprisingly far away. This like smashing sound, which you think is something
Okay.
associated with whatever it's doing.
What I'm trying to figure out is if I have the movement to kind of peek around the corner and see what the situation is there, and still to potentially get back to the party and help people.
I'll say
before we
that
pursue as a group.
it would take you like 15 feet to be able to peek around the corner.
Okay. All right. So.
So if you go 15 out, 15 back, that should get you right back to where you are.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna go peek around the corner and see what's going on.
Okay.
What is going on? You nerds.
You love us.
So what do
Wow.
I see when I look around the corner?
Sunset heart hands.
So what you see when you look around the corner is
You're
you
on-
see.
You're on that side of me.
I know.
Okay, guys, hello.
So-
So you see, Arvine in particular, you see that there is a metal door
Okay.
that looks like the pieces has a big hole in it, and the pieces are on the side of the door that is facing you. And there appears to be some kind of, at a quick glance, there's some kind of a large room on the other side of that door,
Oh
Okay.
no.
and there's
Okay.
lights coming from in there.
Okay.
AKA,
Yeah,
it could be.
What
What the hell was that?
It could
All
be-
right. So run back to the group and be like, yeah, there's a door. It looks like it went through a hole that something broke to come through to this side at some point.
Probably that thing.
There's the room. Yeah.
Probably squishy.
All
Those
right,
are
Strax, are
nasty
you
little
dropping your
devils.
bonfire?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, no, it's cold in here. I'm keeping that up.
All right. So, do we need to do any healing before we continue to pursue?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Well, I guess I could
No.
spare a few points, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not full, but
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, are you anywhere near bloody, or like, do you?
no.
Yeah.
I'm like 8 points down. No, 7 points.
So you could do like a little lay on hands on yourself potentially if you wanted to.
Yes.
Just heal for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. I guess so. Do we want to do anything else before we pursue this thing? Did I have any
longer we
sense?
wait, farther away it gets.
Do I feel like Mayaheen is still pulling me towards like the doorway and down the hallway in general? And did I get any instincts from this monstrosity that we just encountered?
The monstrosity you don't feel was in any relation to your vision.
Okay.
You do still feel a very slight pull in the direction of the room.
Okay. All right. So I say, well, I still feel like we need to be going this way. I'm a little worried about this thing being able to ambush us.
Well, it can be
we just seem to
anywhere in the
be
room, so...
Well, we'll just have to keep an eye out for
as
it.
cautious as careful. Yeah,
And it
as
looks like
possible.
it could be anything also from what it looked like.
Was that what we were looking for?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's well. I didn't get any instinct that that was necessarily the thing that we're looking for. Now I don't know.
Oh.
Is that the thing that's trapped in ice? Like if that's a ship or something? Like if I think getting there is still the goal. I don't know if maybe there's a chance that there's things that we could rescue.
Well, we don't know how long this is going to take, so
Right.
let's not waste any time running after it. Let's just keep going. If it comes back later, we'll deal with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So, pick up my stuff, reload my gun.
Yeah, I think we're gonna restore the marching order and cautiously move forward.
Okay. So you all get to the door and you see it's, like I said, it's a metal door. It's broken in towards you. So
Okay.
something was coming through the door. And
Any
you s-
particular markings on the door or anything that might indicate origin, species, that kind of thing?
based on the variety of different body parts you saw in the creature, you're pretty sure that all the damage came from some variety of the creature's attacks.
Okay, I
Yeah.
was thinking more the owner of the door itself.
It looks like a kind of a standard door. There's nothing in particular.
No
about it.
particular markings. Okay.
So when you're standing at that door, you can look into this large room, and the room is made from metal, and there's a lot of crates and boxes in it, and there's similar lights to the ones that are on the floor in the passage.
Okay.
And so you see this large room, and it kind of goes off, and you think there's maybe another room beyond it, maybe some other passages next to it.
Okay.
Well,
Do I feel any particular pull?
It's a very vague sensation,
Yeah.
and it's basically just sort of like at the front of your chest, and
Okay.
it's very kind of like a dull,
Okay.
sort of a dull sensation in the front of your chest.
there. You said there are lights on the inside.
Yes, yeah. The entire room is lit. It has similar wired lights going along the floors, and there's a couple along the ceiling, and then there's just lots and lots of boxes and crates, and on the far side there is another passage.
Well,
basically going
nowhere
into
to
some other
go
room.
but forward. Let's go.
Well, is there anything of interest in the room? I guess like any other boxes.
Have we even
crates?
got inside yet?
So far you haven't.
Yeah. So I guess
let's go.
Let's step through carefully into the room.
Okay.
Keep your
Probably
eyes
try-
open. We
check.
don't know where it is.
Yeah, look
and-
around for traps and stuff too, probably.
So you see a trail of like slime and ichor on the ground that leads to some kind of a duct on the wall that has a large hole in it.
Through the ventilation.
Yeah, we're not going in there.
Actually, I don't even know if Strax would even recognize this as a ship. I don't think he's ever seen metal construction.
Well, I don't know if this is
Well,
a ship
GH88
or...
GH88 is metal construction.
No, I mean metal building construction, metal ship construction.
Oh, yeah, he probably hasn't at this point. He knows that it exists, though.
I will be right
all right.
back.
I'll allow that
I'm
then.
just going to get some new water.
Okay.
Quick peek at the crates, because we might as well not come back empty-handed.
Okay. So let's see the crates. So the crates are full of cold weather gear, tools, and what you think is geological research equipment.
Oh. Do we need the cold weather gear?
No, I'm gonna take some.
No,
sets
you
of
guys
cold
have
with-
some.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we-
Strax.
I was gonna say If we didn't have any, I was gonna stash a few sets in the bag,
For the crew, maybe.
maybe for the crew. But I figure if we can clear out this area without blowing it up, then they can come back here and fish out what they want.
Okay, so two
long-
things. I mean, one is that when you guys came into the upper atmosphere, it got exceedingly cold, and Captain Braun took out cold weather gear for everybody.
Okay.
Secondly, you don't know exactly what this place is or who this stuff belongs to, so you may
Yeah.
not just want to start taking stuff.
No looting.
Yeah.
It might be needed if there are still survivors and non-monsters in here.
Well, they're not using it, and Hey, if they're going to be attacking us, I'm going to get something for it.
Let's wait till we figure it out, Strax.
Straxies, don't be so mean.
I wonder what happened to this place. Why the memories are so dark.
I do wonder.
Everything looks intact. I mean, other than the door and the duct that were both just destroyed by that creature, like everything is there. There's power, lights are on. The crates look normal.
So
Everything
there's
looks
no
pretty
sign of
normal
distress
otherwise.
or disaster or anything.
Right. There's
Right,
no.
other than being
other than
entombed
the
in ice.
other than the places where the monster was coming and going, everything looks pretty normal.
He'll hydrate.
I mean,
I'll hydrate.
I'd be willing to bet that there's something in here, Matisse, where your memory might be able to see something that drove, this monster if it originated here. But I don't know if this is the room. Like, it doesn't look like there's any signs of a struggle or something traumatic that would.
There doesn't appear to be any
Yeah.
signs of that.
So
Well-
we'll just have to keep an eye out. Hopefully, there's a place where your wisdom of lifetimes might be of use. So. All right. So
I'm not following it into the
what do
duct,
we
so
have
door.
for door or doors in the direction where I feel the faint tug on my chest?
So essentially, I'm just going to call the top of the map north to make it easy. So you guys are coming from the north, and
Paper map.
as you go south, there is a 10-foot wide passage that looks like it goes into another, actually even larger room to the
Okay.
south. There is a
Okay.
door to the east along that passage, and the wall on the west side of that passage kind of stops a little bit and looks like there may be like some kind of a little room over there.
Okay.
Okay, so passage south leads to a bigger room with a door to the east in the passage.
Do we
Correct.
And an
hear,
opening to the west.
do we
And
hear
opening
any
the passage
noises
to the
coming from anywhere?
Greg, why don't you make a perception check?
Okay.
Wait, where was the opening to the west?
In the hallway.
In the hallway. Instead of
basically-
I thought you said the opening in the hallway was to the east.
There's both.
Passive
Both.
is higher.
and what's your passive?
Okay.
13.
13. Okay, actually, I should have all of your passives down.
Hey, ladybug.
I mean, aw. Can I?
What's your passive, Janie and Strax and Arvine?
14 for me.
Mine is 13.
11.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
Matisse, you said was 13?
Yes. Honey butt.
Okay. So where? Okay, so Arvine, you have the highest passive perception, so
Okay.
you can hear some voices in the distance. They sound like the sounds of speaking in common,
Okay.
and you can hear what sounds like sort of quick, heavy footfalls that would indicate that they're moving very rapidly, and the sounds of their voices are slowly getting louder.
They're
Okay.
coming toward us.
Okay.
They're here.
Well, she hadn't told me anything
Okay,
yet.
so I
don't
kind
hear
of
it.
turn around and whisper to everybody, and I say, I hear voices speaking in common. They were in the distance, but there's feet moving. I think there's some people coming our way. So do we
Hide
want
behind the
to
crates.
Do you think they're
hide in the
running
big
toward
room, or
us?
do we want to head towards the opening and kind of hide that? I don't know what that space is, though. So
Well, it's coming from the big room, right? You said.
is that where I heard it from?
It was coming from the passage. Yeah, it was coming somewhere
Okay.
down beyond that passage. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess do you guys want to hide on either side of the doorway in the room we're in right now and see what comes this way?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
Behind the crates.
so tuck back.
So
I'm gonna
everybo-
kind of hide back behind the doorway and the crates so I can kind of still peek at what's coming if there's a way
Okay,
to do
so
Well, if they come into the room, they'll
so-
see you.
that. Yeah.
yeah. If I'm sorry, Kate. Where are you hiding?
No, I'll hide behind the crates so that I'm out of sight of the door. That's a better idea.
Okay. So, since you guys are hiding behind the crates, why don't you all make stealth checks with advantage for me?
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
19.
Stealth. Ooh, cool. So that's going to be 24.
19.
22.
Nice.
What about you, Strax?
19.
You got 19.
Nice.
Okay. So, the voices get louder and louder, and you can all hear them, and you hear the footsteps coming. And what you see is a group of 6 human males basically come through the hallway and into the room, and they see the 2 holes. Basically, they see the hole and the one door to the passage where you guys entered, and they see the hole in the duct as well. So this group, it's 6 human males. The one that seems to be leading the group, he has a full head of thick dark brown hair and a heavy beard. There are 2
My kind of guy.
There are 2 dark-skinned men, one of whom is taller and bald. The other is average human height. Another man is shorter with curly brown hair, another tall and thin with blonde hair, and another older man with reddish hair, maybe in his 50s.
Okay.
The leader and the tall, bald man are wearing strange devices on their backs that have containers of clear liquid going to a hose that is attached to a tube with a small flame at the end.
Uh-oh.
And Strax, your knowledge of artifice would lead you to believe that these devices might be used to shoot fiery oil of some kind. And essentially, they start talking about how they're not sure where the thing went, and so basically, as long as you stay in hiding, they some of the men briefly go into the hallway that you came from, and seeing nothing there, they come back in and they start basically trying to reinforce that door. They start moving crates and things over in front of it, and they start actually grabbing some tools, and they start welding some sort of makeshift metal pieces across the door. And
Does it seem like they think that it got outside and they're trying to keep it from getting back in?
you're not exactly sure. I mean, they saw the
Okay.
evidence of the fight that you had, and they came back in and they started to put up some pieces of metal across the door. And the thing is that that what they are sort of erecting there as a barrier is nowhere
Yeah.
near as strong as what was there to begin with.
Yeah.
So their intentions with that, you're not exactly sure about that, but they're putting something up there, even though it's not as strong as the door that was there.
Okay.
And they basically, spend about 10 minutes. I mean, do you guys stay in stealth that entire time as they're sitting
I'm
there?
trying to
working
decide
on-
what Arvine would do, because her desire to help, given it seems like they're fighting the same thing. Can I see anybody else in the party from where we're hiding? Are we all back in an area where we can make eye contact with each other, kind of silently, or?
It's up to you guys. You can. I mean, if you all found a place that was very heavily, created.
Well, I can silently talk to any of you at one point at
That's
one
true.
time.
So
She
I
has
kind
a
of like
telepathy.
look at Janie and the others and kind of like shrug my shoulders and be like, should we help? Kind of mouth the words and stuff.
Yeah. So 10
Yeah.
minutes will pass, and toward the end of that
Yeah.
10 minutes, you can try to communicate with Janie. And Janie, if you want to try to talk to people individually with telepathy, you can certainly go ahead and do that if you want.
Well, I will, if I'm in range of her, I think it's 30 feet, I will
Yeah,
use my
sure.
ability to allow Arvine to speak to me telepathically.
All right, so I say it looks like they're fighting the same monster as we did, and it seems like they maybe have some tools, but I'm guessing they're not the kind of fighters that we are. Do you think we should try to help them?
Okay, I'm going to broadcast that out to Strax and Matisse individually and wait
Okay.
for them to respond to me.
Okay.
I'll respond back at, I think she can go talk to them. I'll keep her covered just in case. I draw my pistol. Take aim.
Okay,
probably
Matisse.
We probably should help them in their task because
But
we
stay
don't
hidden.
know where this monster could possibly be.
Okay,
so-
I'm going to answer Arvine back and say, Matisse and Strax agree with you, but Strax thinks one of us should go out and the others can cover them.
Okay, I'll reply and say I can go out, and I mean, I guess you guys can cover me, and then can you ask Matisse if she wants to go with me? Okay.
Matisse, do you want to go with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the end of part 1 of our adventure. Stay tuned for part 2. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.